Hello, my name is Joshua Mugabe. I welcome you to Biology Boss MCQ Part 24. I would like to encourage you to learn, to like, to share, and to subscribe. A scorpion is an arachnid because it A. Lives on land. B. Has a hard shell. C. Has 4 pairs of legs. D. Has 3 distinct parts of its body. And the answer is C. Has 4 pairs of legs. Which of the following is a tissue? A. Leukocytes. B. Granulocytes. C. Liver. D. Muscle. And the answer is D. Muscle. When water is added to dry soil sample at once, which one of the following is immediately observed? A. Soil particles settle down and form layers according to their density. B. The volume of the mixture first increases. C. Air escapes in form of air bubbles. D. The volume of the mixture decreases and organic matter floats on top. And the answer is B. The volume of the mixture first increases. A green plant needs to take in nitrogen from the soil in the form of nitrates in order to A. Maintain an osmotic pressure in the roots so that they can take in water from soil. B. Complete the formation of carbohydrates after photosynthesis. C. Make chlorophyll so that it can photosynthesize its food. D. Produce proteins from the minerals produced by photosynthesis. And the answer is D. Produce proteins from the minerals produced by photosynthesis. Which of the following accounts for the fact that topsoil is usually darker than subsoil? A. There is more organic matter on topsoil. B. There is more air in the topsoil. C. There is less water in subsoil. D. There are fewer bacteria in subsoil. And the answer is A. There is more organic matter in topsoil. The living component of the ecosystem constitutes the A. Plants that manufacture food. B. Animals that consume food. C. Community. D. Both plants and animals. And the answer is D. Both plants and animals. Ecological niche means the A. Role an organism plays in a community. B. Role of abiotic factors. C. Influence of edaphic factors on an organism. D. Influence of the community of the environment. And the answer is A. Role of an organism plays in a community. Which of the following is not a function of the cuticle? A. Reduce evaporation of water and mechanical injury. B. Regulate the diameter of the stomata. C. Carry out cuticle transpilation. D. Protect the leaf from entry of bacteria and fungi. And the answer is B. Regulate the diameter of the stomata. Plants are able to give off carbon dioxide and take in oxygen. A. Only when photosynthesis is being carried out. B. All the time. C. Only when they are in light. D. All night or in darkness only. And the answer is D. At night or in darkness only. Which one of the following pairs of vessels would have the highest concentration of sugars? A. Phloem and hepatic portovein. B. Xylem and hepatic vein. C. Phloem and hepatic vein. D. Xylem and hepatic portovein. And the answer is A. Phloem and hepatic portovein. Egg white was placed into test tubes containing the following substances. Test tube 1, dilute hydrochloric acid. Test tube 2, bile salt. Test tube 3, pepsin and hydrochloric acid. Test tube 4, renin and dilute hydrochloric acid. Which of the following test tubes will not show pink when heated with Million's reagent? A. Test tube 1. B. Test tube 2. C. Test tube 3. D. Test tube 4. And the answer is C. Test tube 3. Holozoic nutrition involves sequential stages. Which of the following sequences is correct? A. Digestion, ingestion, assimilation, absorption. B. Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation. B. Ingestion, digestion, assimilation, absorption. D. Assimilation, ingestion, digestion, absorption. And the answer is B. Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation. Essential vitamins are those A. that cannot be produced by the body and taken in diet. B. that are found in milk at birth. C. obtained from fruits and present in man. D. that are produced in the body and not required in diet. And the answer is A. that cannot be produced by the body and taken in diet. The raw material of anaerobic respiration is A. oxygen. B. carbon dioxide. C. alcohol. D. glucose. And the answer is D. glucose. A muscle during anaerobic condition. A. accumulates inorganic phosphates. B. uses up carbon dioxide. C. accumulates with lactic acid. D. uses up reserved glycogen. And the answer is C. accumulates with lactic acid. The following are adaptations of plants to life in water except A. many stomata on lower surface than upper surface. B. small air spaces in stem and leaf. C. poorly developed xylem. D. thin layer of cuticle. And the answer is A. many stomata on lower surface than upper surface. The non-green parts of variegated leaves get sugar for respiration by A. diffusion from green parts. B. transpiration pole. C. osmosis. D. translocation through the phloem. And the answer is D. translocation through the phloem. Oxygen is normally transported in the A. Plasma, B. Platelets, C. Leukocytes, D. Erythrocytes, and the answer is D. Erythrocytes. Which of the following is likely to happen to a man moving in the cold? A. Vasoconstriction, B. Perspiration, C. Palpitation, D. Vasodilation. And the answer is A. Vasoconstriction. A person with blood group O is said to be a universal donor because he A. has both the antigens and antibodies in his blood, B. lacks antigen in his red blood cells, C. lacks antibody in his serum, D. has only antigen A in his red blood cells. And the answer is B. lacks antigens in his red blood cells. Hello friends, thank you very much for participating in Biology Boss MCQ Part 24. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.